hate them. Rats. There's 2 of them. They plague me every time I come here, I swear. I've given them names after the Babylonian gods. The skinny little one, they're just like them. Skinny little one, he's always running around here. He's always making eye contact with me just before he takes something of mine. He's always taken, and he's never given me anything. I call him the god Bel. The other one, the little fat little one with the little fat little bum, he's always leaving something behind. And everything he's leaving is from behind. I hate them. Bel, and I call that one Nebo. One day the staff of the judgment of Isaiah is going to find them. Then they won't bother me no more. Judgment is coming. Judgment is coming. Assyria, you have been a tool in the hand of God. Raised you up for such a time as this to teach the nations, but your arrogance has gone way beyond what anyone would ever ask. You will be cut down. Babylon, you are like a jewel of the kingdoms. You say, I sit as queen with no one to bother me. I'm so wealthy and beautiful. But all you have will come to loss. Egypt, your gods are already trembling. Your idols tremble. The hearts of your warring men tremble because God is coming against you because you have lived against him. Cush, you tall and smooth-skinned people, so well known for being aggressive. God is gonna cut you down. Tyre and Sidon, right by the sea with your famous mighty sea of ships, it will be destroyed. It's time to turn. Because judgment is coming to those who don't. Woe to everyone who looks at light and calls it darkness, who looks at darkness and calls it light. Woe to you who looks at good and calls it evil, and looks at evil and calls it good. Woe to you who makes unjust laws in the land. To you who use your power and your ability and your resource to rather than lift up your fellow man, you use it to push him down that you could go forward on their backs. Woe to you if you are one who oppresses the widow and the orphan because they're dear to the heart of God. Oh, friends, I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it firsthand. I was in my home one day, and Eliakim from the palace and Shebna, they both came sent from King Hezekiah at the time, along with some of the leading priests. And they told me the situation that had just come. They handed me this letter, and they told me that the armies of Assyria had just come to the wall around Jerusalem. That wasn't surprising. They'd already devastated a sea of cities behind them. And Sennacherib was their king, and he sent his field commander to the wall. And he spoke out in Hebrew so all the people could listen, so he could scare them a little. The king Hezekiah had told no one to speak. It wasn't just that he came, or it wasn't just that he spoke, it's what he spoke. So blasphemous. Don't let your king tell you you're gonna get away from us. Has any nation before got away from us? You know why? Because their gods are just like your God. They're weak and they'll be destroyed. Don't let your king say you can trust in him. Don't trust in Egypt. They're a smoldering wick and a splintered reed, and if you put your hand, you're going to get a sliver. We've come and we're going to take over this city, banish you all away. The king Hezekiah had sent me that letter. And as I received it in my palace, I immediately went to prayer. Oh, Lord God, what is to come of our nation? in this moment, in this time. And the answer came so clear. I told Shebna and I told Eliakim, take this message back to King Hezekiah. This man, this army, this nation will not enter. They're going to hear a strange report from some other nation, from somewhere else, and it'll cause them to turn away. And they took the letter back. They gave it to King Hezekiah. And sure enough, word came back next that the armies of Cush were marching against them. And they were going to leave. But as they left, they sent one final message. It was, don't say this is the deliverance of the Lord your God. He's just like every other God and every other nation, weak and about to be destroyed. While I was still in prayer, God spoke to me so clearly. That man and that kingdom will never enter this city. His siege ramps will never be built against these walls. His arrows will not fly within these gates. That night, without our armies doing anything, an angel of the Lord swept through their camp. And the next day, a fragment of their army was able to get up and leave, who hadn't been killed by the angel. Our scouts went out the next morning, counted 185,000 slain. Oh, God is not a fan of arrogance. Don't ever be tempted to say inside your heart, why does it seem my way is hidden from the Lord? And the justice that is rightfully due me has escaped the eyes of God. Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the same God from everlasting to everlasting. He is the creator of all that we know. He doesn't get weary. He doesn't get tired. Oh, your young men, they'll get weary. They'll get tired. Your youth, they're going to stumble. They're going to fall. But he who waits on the Lord will mount up as being carried by wings of eagles. He will run and not grow weary. He will walk and not faint. The eyes of the Lord are always attentive to the humble hearts that want to seek him. He is always listening. He is always waiting. He is always very near.